Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be reviewing this. This is Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Airazor. Now Airazor is one of the deluxes in this wave that I'm looking forward to the most. And here she is in her box. Very cool looking box art of her in her bird mode and robot mode. The box art never seems to disappoint so far. She is a maximal. Side of the box, and on the back of the box you can see she transforms in 22 steps. Okay, let's get Airazor out of the box. Here is Airazor out of the package. She comes with her instruction sheet, a golden discard, and the one that came with her is Optimus Prime, which I actually have a lot of, and this one is a Prime leading the Maximals. 2 arm rockets. You can see it's painted gold, which is very nice. And Airazor herself. Let's take a closer look at her here. Very cool looking head sculpt. I like the fact that they painted the eyes green. Makes it look just like the cartoon from way back when. Not sure what this is over here. I think it's from the pinning process. I think I can probably clean that out. She has a Maximal symbol stamped onto her arm. It's very tiny. Very nice clean paint apps on the legs. I like the airbrush gradient here on the wings. That's a nice touch. Gives it a little bit more depth. Overall, very nice clean robot mode. Would have been nice if they added that airbrushing effect on the other side of the wings as well. I really like the surface detail on the figure. This would probably be a very cool figure to customize, add some dry brushing to highlight all that surface detail. Her rockets can just attach to her arm over here. And here is Airazor armed with her weapons, ready for battle. Well, so far this figure is leaps ahead from its original Beast Wars toy design. Moving on to articulation of the figure, the head is on a ball joint and can rotate 360. If you look in the back, you should be able to pop it out easily if you want to do some customizing. The arms can rotate 360, you just got to move the wings out of the way. She can lift up the shoulder this much. She does have bicep rotation. She can bend at the elbow this much. No wrist articulation. She can rotate at the waist 360. She can do the splits. She can kick this far up, this far back, mainly because of the tail of the bird mode. She does have rotation at the lower thigh, and the feet is on a ball joint, which allows for greater movement than that of just an ankle tilt. Besides your normal points of articulation on the joints, the wings can actually fold in a way that can hide it a bit more in robot mode, which is kind of cool. Kind of hide her wings in case she's walking through a very narrow hall. And she can also just spread out her wings in robot mode as well. Give her a little flight action. You can see the airbrushing actually extends out to this panel as well, which is pretty cool. And for some size comparisons, here is Airazor next to Kingdom Cheetor and Kingdom Paleotrex. And here she is next to Kingdom Black Arachnia and Netflix series Alita 1. Okay, let's get Airazor transformed into Beast mode. Here is Airazor in Beast mode. Let's take a closer look at her. Now you definitely see the robot parts, but I don't think there's any way around it, especially at this scale. As I said before, even masterpiece figures of Beast Wars characters do show robot kibble, but still, this looks pretty cool. I like it. I mean, definitely looks the part. The bird head looks cool. Would have been nice if the beak could open, but it does rotate a bit, which is kind of cool. Now he does have, I guess, a little bit of airbrushing here. It's very faint. It's not as clear as on the underside of the wing, but now that I look at it a bit closely, you seems to have it. Some paint apps here. Would have been nice if it was applied evenly across the whole back section of the bird, but definitely looks the part of the bird. As far as articulation goes, very well articulated in bird mode, especially with the wings. You can see you can go back like this, fold it up. The head as well can articulate and rotate, which is a nice touch. So I guess you can have her in somewhat of a standing pose as a bird, like this, which is kind of cool. A lot more articulation than the original figure, for sure. But for what it is, I think it is a very good bird mode, very well articulated, especially for the size of it. Not too many complaints. And for some size comparisons in beast mode, here she is next to Earthrise Wheeljack. And yes, she is a monster bird next to that sports car. So glad they chose the route of scaling with the robot opposed to the beast. Okay, let's get Airazor transformed into robot mode for my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on Kingdom Razor. Overall, very pleased, but she does have one major flaw, which I just noticed at the end of the review, is this hole on her thigh. You can see right through her thigh. I didn't notice that throughout the whole time messing around with her, just until now, and now it's so noticeable. So probably gonna have to 3D print some filler for that. But other than that, I think she's a great figure, great robot mode, great beast mode, a lot of articulation in both modes, surprisingly. But yeah, the biggest downer for me is this hole right there. Anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow us on social media and check out our Discord. Links in the description below.